Hello everybody. It's been a while since I have done a video. Felt I needed to take a break from it as I wasn't really getting an overly huge amount of people following me. So anyway, I just thought I'd do an update on my portfolio situation. Market's been extremely volatile due to the tariff thing, which has kind of, created a lot of fear. And it doesn't take much for the market to get spooked. So it's no surprise that we're going up and down like a roller coaster in recent times. But my portfolio year to date is up just over 6%, which is pretty good considering I was down about 30% only probably a couple of months ago now. So that's, being up 6% year to date is doing pretty well. And I think by the end of the year, I could be up a lot more. So I'm about just slightly below peak right now. So I did hit a peak about 2 weeks ago, and I'm just a few $1,000s below peak. So I'm not worried about it. There's been a little bit of an issue with negotiations with China right now on the tariffs. So, Trump has spooked the market a bit and things have dropped today. So we'll see where that goes. But I've become a lot more diversified since I last did a video. We are now at 18 stocks, and my last video at the end of February, I was at only 13. So I think it's a good idea to be a little more diversified, although I'm still very heavy on NVIDIA and Tesla, especially NVIDIA, which is up, it's about 34.5% of my portfolio right now, which I'm hoping to possibly shift some of that around. Just waiting to see what it does here in the next little while, and then I'll take it from there. But I've done a lot of buying, mostly going into like Mag 7 stocks, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, stocks like that. And it's definitely paid off incredibly for me. I unloaded all my TMF about a month and a half ago, shifted it into Mag 7 stocks, and even by the next day, I believe it was April 9th when the market just absolutely went to the moon. And it was perfect timing for me to make that move, and it's really paid off. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let me see here. Oh, Aritzia. I bought that on the dip after it took a big dive with the tariff scare. That company, it's a woman's clothing store chain, and it does a lot of buying from like India and China. So it really went for a nosedive. I've been in it for a long time, and it's been doing really well for me until the tariff thing happened, and it dropped down about 40%, and now it's come right back. And I bought it. I bought 170 shares, I believe it was, over 3 buys, at a cost average of about $43.20, I think it was, and it's now up close to 70. So I've made I'm up like 60, up to 60% on some of those shares. So great move for me. And Aritzia is a great Canadian company. It's one of my only 2 stocks that I own that are Canadian. So CP being the other one. What else have we got here? Palantir. I made a bit of a mistake, I think, by setting that stop loss. Now that I look back on it, I got stopped out on 80% of my shares at $115, and it dropped right down to 71, I believe it was. And unfortunately, I wasn't brave enough to start rebuying at that point. But I did buy some shares at about 94. But it's now up it hit a record high today of about $131. So had I just held those shares, I probably would have been I probably would be about even, I think, because I did use that money to buy Mag 7 stocks, and they've all gone up immensely too. Also bought some VOO and QQQ index funds, which have also done over 20% each. So you know, it's not all bad. Like I said, you know, had I held Palantir, I probably would have been about the same as I am now. So that's okay. You know, you just gotta do what feels right sometimes, and it felt right at the time to not rebuy it at those really low rates. But like I said, I did get into it again, or I added to my 20% position, with about another, I think it was about another 5, maybe 10% more. So we're, you know, we're doing okay on Palantir. Obviously, the 20% of shares that I held have all gone up with that, you know, with the rise in price. So all's good. Anyway, I wanted to run down my list here and what percentage of my portfolio it is. Starts with NVIDIA, 34.5%, Tesla, 14%, Aritzia, 9.8%, Palantir 6.4%, Amazon 6.3%, Apple and Meta both 4.3%, Google 4.1%, TNA 3.6%, QQQ 3.4%, VOO 2.7%, Microsoft 1.9%, SOFI 1.4%, CP 1.3%, IJH 0.8%, Netflix 0.5%, Grab 0.3%, and NBIS 0.3%. So it's all the moves I made have paid off. I haven't made one move that hasn't done really well for me. And like I said, I'm just below peak. So I'm very happy with the situation considering the volatility we've had this year. So hopefully all you guys are doing good. Really nice to talk with you again, and I will from time to time do updates. I'm not sure of what the time period will be in there, but we'll kind of see, you know, what kind of response I get to this post here. So anyway, take care, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye for now.